Hello and welcome to this episode of Packet Tracer. In this episode, we want to discuss a few features of the simulation panel. So let's get started. First, we want to create a packet from PC0 to server 0. As you can see here in the simulation panel, we have these buttons. The play button will run the time in simulation mode and packets will start forwarding. The forward button will forward the packets one step at a time, and the back button will return to a previous time frame. Now let's play this simulation. This slider controls the speed of the animation and the speed of the time in the simulation mode, and if we drag it to the right side, the time will flow faster, and if we drag it to the left side, the time will be slower. Now let's reset the simulation so you can see the effect of the slider. If I bring it to the left side, the time will be very slow and you can see that the animation is very slow. Now I'm dragging it to the right side. Now you will see that the animation will be much faster. Now if I click on the play button once again, the simulation time has stopped, and this is the time when the last packet has happened in the simulation. This time is specific to the simulation panel and it shows the time relative to the last time that the simulation was restarted, and it is very different from the time that's running in here. The last device shows the previous location of the packet, and the at device shows the current location of the packet. As you can see, the packet is currently at PC0, and the type obviously specifies the type of packet. We also have this constant delay. If we have this constant delay enabled, the transmission and propagation delay will be constant. But if we remove it, the transmission and propagation delay will be different. Let me show you how. Let's enable constant delay and let's restart the devices so our packets are created. Now you can see that delay between each of the packets are quite constant. It's almost 1 millisecond. And if I remove the constant delay and restart the devices once again, now play the simulation mode, you can see that the time frame between each packet is different. Between these packets it's almost 2 milliseconds, but now see in this packet it's 1 millisecond. And that's how the constant delay make sure that the transmission and propagation delay is constant. The edit filter will allow us to control which events will be visible in the simulation panel. Let's go to the edit filter. We have 4 tabs in the edit filter window: IPv4, IPv6 and miscellaneous. And various protocols are categorized under these tabs: IPv4, IPv6 and miscellaneous. If we add or remove some protocols from the filter, that doesn't mean that these packets will disappear from the network. These packets will still be on the network, but they just won't be visible. So if I remove OSPF, that means that the OSPF packet will still propagate in the network, but it will not be visible to me. Let's go to the Edit ACL filters. Here we can create ACL filters, and let me create a new ACL filter and give it a name. Let's start by permit space IP any. And as you can see, I also have the context help available. Once the carriage return is shown to me, that means that my ACL filter is almost at the end, so I can submit it. And now this statement is added. Now let's close this window and close this window as well. You will be able to see that in the event list filters, I have my all allow filter. Now let's go and delete that filter. Now that filter is gone. We have the ability to show all the filters or exclude all of the filters with this button. Now that I have all of the filters enabled, I can exclude one or two. Or maybe when I don't have any of the filters enabled, then I can include one or two. And that's it for this episode, everyone. I hope this has been informative for you, and I would like to see you in the next episode. Stay tuned.